Hi everyone, hope you're all well. As promised here today, I have a brand new pattern from Dhurata Davies called the Cora Tee. It's just been released this week and I know you guys are going to love this one. Now you might remember a previous episode I did, I made a beautiful dress called the Jasmine dress and I had a fantastic response. It was from an independent pattern designer from the UK called Dhurata Davies. I had such a fantastic response to the dress. I decided to share it with Dhurata and show her the episode that I'd done and she was so thankful. She had so many orders for the pattern after watching that episode and was completely overwhelmed with just how amazing the pattern had taken off. What I love about doing a review on a pattern when usually I do reviews without being asked, that way I think it's fantastic because it's a really unbiased review and it gives all of you a insight into the pattern before you purchase it, things that I might have found tricky or that I might have liked or not have liked. It was an easy sew or a hard sew, how much fabric it took up. I think that way before you go and try it yourself, you get to see exactly what the pattern entails. After watching the episode, Dhurata contacted me and said she was overwhelmed at the response of people who had ordered the pattern after watching my vlog on the dress. So I was absolutely thrilled to be promoting an indie pattern designer and just how thankful she was. It was just beautiful. It just goes to show what kind of a wonderful person she really is and how I think it's very worthwhile promoting hardworking indie pattern designers. You might be thinking to yourself, hey, that pattern you've got on, that's not a normal kind of Kristen print that she'd normally pick for the Thedahliasewciety. No, it isn't something that I would normally go for. I must admit this is very much what my daughter would go for, but I loved the colors in this print. I love the dinosaur print in this. This is a new spotlight rayon jersey that had come out just last week. I'll give you guys a little bit more of an upfront view so you can see the colors. There's a beautiful rusty orange and the charcoal gray, and I think it works really well with that plain charcoal binding. So if you're in Australia and you're interested in this fabric, I will link the fabric below so you can go on and purchase it online. I don't think they do international shipping. I'm pretty sure Spotlight is just Australia only, or maybe New Zealand as well. But yeah, I love this fabric. So straight away, getting back to the Cora Tee, the brand new pattern release from Dhurata Davies. She actually contacted me last week and said if I would like to have one of her patterns, which I was like, of course, I would love to try it. Dhurata wanted some feedback on the pattern itself and just a little bit of a pattern test just to see if there's anything I'd change about it. I loved it so much I offered to do a vlog on the pattern and promote it for you guys to all see. This is a kind of pattern I had been missing out of my summer wardrobe. It's exactly what I was after because it is a knit fabric. You'll need either a lightweight knit to medium weight, at least 20% stretch. I wanted a boxy t-shirt all summer and I really tried hard to find one, especially with the side splits, and I had a lot of trouble. I found plenty of woven boxy t-shirts but not many knit boxy style t-shirts. So not only do I love the fact that it's a boxy t-shirt with side splits, I love the fact that you can adapt the neckline and the arms. So you can either have your cuff, which is what I've put on here, just a straight little cuff. You can alter either your round neck or your V-neck. You can alter your bindings. And basically the standout feature about this pattern that sets it apart from everything else is the feature along the back seam line. You've got the option of putting a beautiful strip of a contrasting fabric, be it woven or knit. Everyone has that little stash of fabric that is not quite enough to do anything with, but you really don't want to part with it because you always think it could be a perfect trim. This is a pattern you will use it for, I guarantee. The other beautiful feature with the Cora Tee is it has, instead of having a high-low hem, it has a low-high hem. So you'll notice from the pictures I'm going to put in for you guys to have a look at, it is shorter at the back than to the front. So you've got that little bit of normally it's high-low, this is low-high. So I really love the fact that you can wear this with a pleated pant. So it's the crop feature that's showing off more of the back. Beauty of this top, of course, you only need 1.1 meters of a 140 width. Or 110 width, you need 1.4 meters. So yeah, it works really well if you haven't got a great deal of fabric. Another reason this works really well with minimal fabric usage is this split down the back. If you're limited in your fabric department, you haven't got a great deal of meterage there, you'll be able to get this t-shirt out of it because you've got the split down the back. She's really given a lot of thought to this pattern. I think it's just not just an average t-shirt pattern. It's got quite a few unique details that I think you're going to love. I'm going to give you a little look at 3 of the views I've done. This is my 4th one, but I've made one out of a pink and gold lurex. You'll see that fabric has been in my stash for quite a long time. It didn't have a great deal of stretch. So when it said 20% stretch, I'm thinking this is going to be perfect because it hasn't got a huge amount of stretch. And it's that kind of weight that it's very hard to know what to do with, especially being stripes. You have to have the right pattern for that. And I thought straight away, this will work perfectly because I can do my contrasting arms and my back seam in the opposite stripe. Works perfectly. So that's a lurex neck. Dinosaur print is in a rayon jersey, which works beautifully as well. And also this t-shirt, I've already been told my daughter has dibs on this. She actually straight away said, this is a me top, mum. I said, yeah, you can have it. It really does suit her. So she's stealing this when I'm finished with this episode. The other fabric I've made the Cora from was firstly the black with a floral. It was the Ponte in a black knit Ponte. Works beautifully as well because it gives it that really nice boxy shape. And I've done it with the rayon jersey sleeve, so you can use different kinds of weight knits together. That works fine as well. Navy, very bold print was an ITY jersey. They're the kind of things I find really hard unless you've got like a wrap dress or something like that. It's always very hard to know what to do with them because they have quite a lot of drape. I think it worked really well for this t-shirt as well. So I think you could make it out of just about anything, especially like a cotton interlock jersey. Yeah, you've really, as long as you've got 20% stretch, that's about all you need. And I think you'll be able to find quite a lot of fabrics that will suit this pattern beautifully. So I would love it if you all went over and showed Dhurata the love there. And if you're interested in this top, I think it'd be a fantastic staple to have in your wardrobe for all seasons. I love the fact, of course, you can do a summery version or a wintry version, especially in a boxy top. They're very hard to find in the right style for me. Cora comes in a size 6 to 20 as well, so quite a bit of ease there. Dinosaur print fabric, my daughter's actually already ordered some earrings online from Ear Candy. I'll link their shop. They have matching dinosaur earrings that would work perfectly with this top. So if you're into matching your earrings to your fabric, have a look at her kawaii earrings. I think they're just gorgeous. They're handmade, all from South Australia. I'll give you a look at those when they arrive. She's got them coming in the mail now, but it's going to complement this top perfectly because it's the exact style of almost like toy dinosaur, realistic looking toy dinosaur, that it'll work really lovely with this pattern. So I'll give you a bit more of a look. I will stand up and give you a bit of a twirl. So if you can see the back, it's actually the strip on the back. You can use your complementary fabric. You can really do any kind of interesting fabric features. I think it's just a matter of using your imagination and seeing what works for you and seeing what's in your stash. You know, use a different color back to your front, or use a different color armband or the sleeve. I love these type of patterns that you can be totally creative and not waste fabric, use up the fabric that you've got. And another one of her patterns, the Maxine dress and top too, is another fantastic pattern for doing that kind of color blocking. She's got the beautiful triangular shape blocking on the dresses there, which I think are stunning. I know Alex Judge did a version of that Maxine dress as well, and it looked gorgeous with the bottom half being a different color to the top. So yeah, it lets your mind be creative and lets you use a bit of your artistic kind of flair. Someone says, where did you buy that top or jacket or dress, whatever it is you might have made? There is no better feeling and compliment and being proud of yourself, and you can sort of hold your head up and say, well, actually, I made it myself. 9 times out of 10, when I do say that, someone will say, have you ever thought of selling your garments or making them or going to a market? And I'm like, if I could have $1 for every time someone said that, it would be rich by now. But no, there is no way I would ever do that, because I think after making the same thing 20, 30 times over, you become totally bored with it. I love, personally, that is for me, I love making a different thing, making 2 or 3 garments. If something I love, maybe 4 or 5 of them for myself, but I'll change them around every time. But the beauty of sewing, I think, is finding these new patterns and really developing, and then for it to become really unique and something that's styled especially for you to wear. So that's the beauty of sewing for me anyway. And nobody will have the exact same top that you've got. I think making a unique top like this, and if you have got a compliment, you're wearing it out and someone compliments you on it, the fact that no one will have that exact same top, unless of course they watch your vlog and they say to you, hey, do you mind if I copy you and do exactly what you've done? Well, no, that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to share my ideas with you, and I'm very happy for you to go ahead and copy what I've done with fabrics and styles. I think there's no better compliment than that. So jump over to Dhurata's website, show her the love, tell her that I've sent you, look at her other patterns, and definitely invest in the Cora top. I think it's a beautiful pattern. Patterns are really reasonably priced. She does have paper patterns as well if you're interested in that, and PDF. So, and there's also just some children's patterns on there as well. If there's any pattern designers that you know work well for you, that you love their designs, that I haven't promoted on the show before, please write them in the comments below, because I love to hear about new indie pattern designers. Thank you so much for that today. I will be with you very shortly for a new episode. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell, and leave a like if you've enjoyed this today. See you next time. Bye for now.